Hello, and welcome to my channel. I am Kat, the Nurse Flipper, and today I am going to show you what's sold on eBay. We have $650 going out, a couple hundred going out on Poshmark Mercari Facebook, and I just got a phone call right before I started recording that one of, if not the most expensive item I bought on auction, the owner wants it back. And I'm going to discuss that situation with you guys in between showing you what's sold, and I would like to get your opinion. It's really a crazy situation, so let's get started. All right, first up are going to be these filters that we were going to burn. Remember, we were going to burn them. We talked about in the live show. If you don't remember the live show, definitely don't forget, tomorrow night, every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a live show. So I previously had said that I was going to burn these filters because they weren't selling. And then I realized I didn't have them listed. So I think we sold about 6 since I listed them only a couple weeks ago. But these two, there are 2 of them going out, are going to California, and I only make about $3 to $5 for each. But that is better than them filling up my loft, which is what they have been doing. So these 2 we will make about $10 profit, but it's clearing space in the loft. These things are pretty big, so each one that sells gives us quite a bit of space back. Next are these Nachtmann glasses. So these are some white wine glasses. You can see it says it here. I picked these up at the thrift store for $2.99, and they sold for $41.99, making them close to a $35 profit. I always check when I see crystal and wine glasses in thrift stores, and I see them quite a bit, and most of them surprisingly do sell for like $30 to $50, some even higher, and I find them all the time. So keep an eye out for wine glasses. And what I will do with these, because they will go in the original box, but if you see here, they're not, you know, there's no protection, I will put some bubble wrap around each of these, and then this box will probably get bubble wrapped inside of a bigger box. Up next is this Midi Tuyo. This is a caliper. This one I paid about $20 for, and here is what it looks like on the inside. And this one sold for $65, plus the buyer paid $8.55 in shipping. I was going to put in a padded flat rate. That's how I intended, because this is a really hard box, and the buyer said they want it in a box. So it will go out in a box, and it will be about a $35 profit as well. Up next is an item I just picked up at the thrift store, this cute little Florida bell. And I think one of the things that sold it faster, it does have made in Japan there on the inside. And it sold for $15, plus the buyer paid $6.25 in shipping. It sold in under a week. I only paid $1. Keep an eye out for like destination or state little trinkets and souvenirs, because some people have traveled those places and would like them. This one's actually going to Florida though. Up and next is this awesome fan. I did get this on my cart lot from the last auction. It cost me, if I cost average about $5, but I'm already in the profit, it sold for $10, plus the buyer paid $4.85 in shipping. Me and this buyer went round and round. They kept sending me $8. They started at $6, had it listed at $12, and I kept countering at $10, and finally they sent me $8 back again. I declined, and then probably about 3 minutes later, they countered me back at, or not countered me, they sent me another offer of $10, and I accepted. So they finally got the point that, hey, I'm not gonna sell this item for less than $10. So if you have a set price, don't let those offers kind of bully you and make you feel like you have to take less, because you don't. So this technically is all profit because that cart lot is in the profit, but if I cost average, it would be about a $4 profit after fees. Up next is this Mare from Disney, the Nightmare Before Christmas. I paid about $1.50 for him. He did take about 3 months to sell. He sold for $9.55, plus the buyer paid $4.95 in shipping. So we will make about a $7 profit on him. Up next is this ceramic Santa. So holiday stuff is starting to sell, so if you have it, get it listed. This one sold for $17.50, plus the buyer paid $10 in shipping. This is just a little cheap ceramic one. This came in a box lot. This is not something I would personally pick up because it's heavy. So I would know the buyer would have to pay a lot in shipping. However, when I get in a box lot, I have it already. I listed it and it will be probably about a $14 profit. Up next, this is a Fitz and Floyd, and I did notate there is a chip there on the maple leaf, and they are marked Fitz and Floyd. You can see I got these, and these are 2 candle holders and like a covered sugar for $1 at a yard sale, and these sold for $18.36. Again, these are fall, so holidays, fall is starting to sell. These are going to be about a $15 profit. The buyer paid $11.10 in shipping, and they did take about 6 months to sell. So I got them listed early. Sometimes Fitz and Floyd collectors might buy this year round, but this time it took till it was closer to fall for these to sell. Next are these 2 little Fenton rose bowls. You can see they've got the crimped tops there. And this is another buyer. I went round and round. They kept offering me lower than I wanted. I did end up taking $13 each for these, so they are $26. The buyer paid $20 in shipping, but I am going to refund her because she didn't wait for me to send an invoice. So if the buyer waits for you to send an invoice, you can combine the shipping, but if they pay before, you don't have that option. So in this situation, I will refund the shipping overage after the eBay fees for shipping. And we got these in the cart lot, that same cart lot that the fan was in, and they will be about a $12. I would like to take just a moment to say I really appreciate you watching me. It really does mean a lot. Take a second, hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment below to let me know what you think, and definitely subscribe if you have not subscribed. I really do appreciate you watching, so let's get back to the video. I want to take a minute real quick to thank those of you that have gotten me coffees. And if you don't know, buy me a coffee is a way just to tip your content creator if you appreciate the content. There is a link in each description of all of my videos. If you hit see more, you will see the link to buy me a coffee. You'll see the link to my bubble wrap, my Amazon store, and the products that I recommend. So first up was Mary. Mary said the photo help was amazing, well worth the coffee. So Mary, thank you so much for the coffee. I greatly appreciate it. And then next, Miss Barbara sent me one and said, thank you so much for your knowledge. I have learned so much from your photo and List Perfectly videos. Miss Barbara, thanks again. I really do appreciate you supporting me and supporting my channel. Thanks. And Amy at Edge City Edge City Traders, sorry Amy. Amy sent one and said thank you for the support. Amy, you are very welcome, and all of you, I am very happy to help. I am always available on Instagram and via email at thenurseflipper@yahoo.com if you do have questions. And Allison bought me a coffee, and then last it says someone bought you a coffee. Great content, many things. Doesn't say a name. I've done that before by mistake, sending a coffee and then I already sent it and I'm like, I didn't put my name anywhere. So I appreciate you guys sending me those coffee. It really does help support myself and support the channel. The Support Me a Coffee takes much less as far as a percent. If you don't know, YouTube takes about 30% of super chats and memberships and anything like that. They do take quite a bit off of the top. So to those of you, again, that sent me coffees, thanks so much. Let's get back to what sold. Up next is an item I won from another reseller. This guy I actually got from Tommy over at Buffalo Picker, and he does giveaways in his live chats on Friday nights, and I won it. So this was no cost to me. It sold for $29.99 plus the buyer paid $6.75 in shipping. So this will be about a $25 profit for me after fees. I am going to show you these next 2 items, and then I'm going to tell you about the phone call I got before I started recording. So these 2 are little candle holders. They are Coppercraft Guild. If you see there, I pick up Coppercraft Guild. It doesn't sell really high, but it sells. So I got these 2 for $5 at a garage sale, and they sold for $30. Plus the buyer paid $14.65 in shipping. I will take these glass lantern tops off and wrap them in bubble wrap and have them separate from the holders when I go to put them in the box. And they will be about a $22 profit after fees. So I'm gonna tell you about this crazy situation. My big $3,600 auction haul, the company called me just before I am making this video and asked me if I still had the Robert Wood 1850s wrought iron chairs. And I do, because they're higher priced, so they're going to take longer to sell. I have gotten people interested close to $1,000, but the market price is $1,500. So really, I would like to get at least $1,200 each. I paid $535 for these chairs with the fees. So apparently these chairs were the property of the husband, and they got a divorce, and the wife was auctioning off all of her half of the estate. Well, the husband left the chairs at the house and she brought them to auction, and I won them. And they went way lower than what I expected, because they are worth probably about $4,000+ for the 3 chairs. And the auction guy asked me if I would want to sell them back, and I told him I would, but I thought about it and I want to make at least $1,000. I am expecting, if I keep them, to make about $3,000. So I am cutting it in a third for the situation, but I'm not going to go lower. So I told him I would accept $1,500, and they would need to drive 3 hours here to pick them up, because I did drive 3 hours down south to pick them up, and they were one of the main reasons I bid in that auction, because they are such high profit. So he said okay, and he said, look, you don't have to sell them, you don't have to do anything, I legally sold them, you legally bought them. And this isn't really like a sentimental situation. This is a wife sold the husband's property, which she legally shouldn't have done. So I'm not sure of the legal ramifications. Like, I know I didn't do anything, but I don't know if they could make me give them back. So he calls me back about 5 minutes later and said, hey, she said she'll give you $1,000 and come pick them up. And I said, no, you know, I will go down to $1,500, but I'm not going any lower. I'm already offering her over 50% off of what I would make if I were to sell them. So he was going to call her. He said he would get back to me. He hasn't, and he is going to try and figure something out. But you guys tell me, would you have taken that $1,000 and made a $470 profit and had them gone, or would you hold on to them and wait, which is what I'm choosing to do, unless they give me $1,000 above what I paid. Up next are some more filters. So these are the Porsche filters. These I like because they ship first class and ship easy. Those other ones are like 4 pounds. So I sold 2 of these to different buyers for $8.63 plus free shipping, and I actually make about $3 to $4 on these, and I am pennies into these and the bigger filters. So more filters are going out. I'm really happy more filters are going out. Next is another one of the little Florida Gators camo dresses. This one is size 2T. Again, I am less than $1 into this in an online auction from the store that closed. This store is where I got my shipping counter from, and this one sold for $9 plus the buyer paid $5.65 in shipping, making this about a $7 profit. Up next are some Nespresso capsules, and you can see this box is like beat up, and I did show that in my photos. So I got these up in Cincinnati, Ohio for 25 cents. They were a quarter. I got 3 of them. This pack sold for $13.22. Plus the buyer paid $5.65 in shipping, making these over a $10 profit, and they sold in less than 2 months. Next is this cute little bunny. He's got his little bear in his hat. He's like a little magician. He is Annette Funicello. I picked him up, and I have another Annette Funicello bear for $3.99 at my local thrift store, and he sold for $40 in about 2.5 months. So on the back here, he does say Annette Funicello. That's how I was able to look him up, and there were none of him listed and 1 sold, so that is a great thing. And then he also had this pen, just in case the tag was ripped off, that says Annette Funicello there. So this little guy is going to be over a $30 profit, and I'm going to ship the stand. He came with the stand. Oh, I didn't pay $6.99. I paid $3.99. I'm glad I saw that. I otherwise wouldn't have taken it off. Always remember to take your price tags off after the thrift store. And I'm gonna make a video. Somebody asked like for a video from my thrifting to listing, like the whole process. So that's something I will be working on soon for you guys. So really cute bunny. So I want to let you guys know I am going to be doing something Wednesday that I've never done. Actually, I'm doing two things Wednesday. So I would love for you guys to join me if you can. At 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be live on Cajun Roots Reseller, and that is Kajun. That is Johnny, who is amazing. So I'm going to be live on his channel at 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning, and then Wednesday night. And I'm kind of excited. I'm excited to go hang out with Johnny, but I'm really excited to do this. This is the first time I've ever done this, and a lot of people have asked me if I ever am going to. I am going to do a live sale with Yvonne Thrifty Rich. It is going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to pop a thumbnail up, and I will put a link in the description below as well to both of those shows. And yeah, so live in the morning at 9 a.m., 6 p.m., we are going to do a live sale. I think I'm going to go thrifting tomorrow to try and find stuff to sell at the live sale. So I'm really excited. I think Yvonne and I are going to do like 10 to 15 items each, and it should be a really fun time. So definitely come hang out Wednesday 9 a.m. on Cajun Roots Reseller and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Yvonne Thrifty Rich. I really look forward to seeing you guys there. Is this Elvis newspaper? This going out to Texas Lady. She is an awesome subscriber of my channel. She bought this for her mom, I believe. Sold for $7.87 plus shipping. And my friend Pepper gave me a whole stack of these for free, so it'll be about a $6 profit. Up next is this wood dolphin. You guys know I love dolphins. This is a beautiful, like, thick wood. And I paid $2 for this at the thrift store. It sold for $12 plus $8.50 shipping. This is a thick, heavy wood, and this will be about a $9 profit. And I think it took about 3 months for this one to sell. Up next, this pretty little bowl was on my cart lot as well. So again, cost average $5 in. This is Motendea, Italy, and it's just this little flower bowl, and it is cracked, and I did show that it was cracked. You always want to make sure to show the flaws. I'll try and show you guys there. There is some cracking on the bottom. Very minimal, but you want to make sure your buyer's not surprised. So this one's sold in less than 2 weeks for $18, plus the buyer paid $5.65 in shipping, making it about a $12 profit. And then we have this little candlestick. I just paid a couple bucks for this, and it sold in less than a month for $24.81. It is not branded, so I'll tell you my title. It says Studio Art Pottery Chamber Stick Taper Candlestick Holder, which it is, Finger, which it has, and Snowflake. So anything you can think of to put in the title for the buyer to found it. This one found it pretty fast. It sold for over a $20 profit. We are going to get into the other platforms. First up is a pair of gloves that sold for $10. I will throw a screenshot up here for you guys, and they're gonna be about an $8 profit. They sold over on Mercari. Holidays are coming. Do you see this? Holidays. This is a poinsettia stocking. I am pennies into it, and a lot. I buy stocking lots when I see them, and this one sold for $8 over on Mercari. So if you can keyword stockings good and find them for like 50 cents to $1, I would pick them up, especially at this time of year. And then another golf club, $32, guys. This is in the profit. I was maybe $5 into this at the most, and it sold for $33 over on Mercari. So this is Niklas is the name of this one, and I just look up these names. This one was in a golf club lot I bought for some Titleist clubs, but it sold. And then we sold some Crocs. And these sold for $15 over on Mercari. They are like new, and I paid $4 for these at the thrift store less than 2 weeks ago. So really fast sale, really fast, close to a $10 profit. Up next, and I am so glad this little guy sold. He is like the cutest thing. When I won the lot, I didn't even notice this cute little face and that these were hands holding that almost like a bouquet, and he sold for $40 on Mercari in less than 2 weeks. I paid $5, so he has about $32 profit. Not too shabby, and it sold really quick. Thanks. Over on Mercari, the Rae Dunn cups. These are Rae Dunn melamine. You can see, and I did take a photo because I couldn't get their dollar price marker off, so I did just mark over it with black marker. You can see it was on all of them. These sold for $14 on Mercari. I was hoping they'd be worth more, but they're still about an $8 profit. And these are melamine. Not gonna break. There's some more Stangl plates. We just sold some not too long ago. These I am about $4 in, and these sold for $20 over on Facebook Marketplace in less than a couple weeks. Then we have another thrifted item. This is Eeyore Needs Hugs. I just couldn't leave this guy behind. He only sold for $12 on Mercari, and it'll be about a $7 profit, but he was just way too cute to leave at the thrift store. Way too cute. Then we have this bikini. This bikini sold for $18 on Poshmark. I'll show you the brand. I wasn't familiar with it. It is Antiqua, and it sold in about 2 months. I'm $1 in, and this will be about a $15 profit. So that is everything. I hope you guys enjoy. Definitely come tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will have Julian, my co-host, and then I also have Roy and Kim, who are amazing. I met them when I was up in Cincinnati, Ohio. They are RK Treasure Center. And Steve, who has been on before and is also awesome. He does a lot of clothing and bin shopping. His channel name is Pick and Roll. So we will see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a reseller chat and hangout. Bye, guys.